Everybody, Asian Bass Guy. This video I'm going to talk about how to bleed your brakes. I know bleeding brakes is just like any other brakes on your vehicles. This one here is a little bit different because it's a trailer. But when I bought my boat, they didn't bleed the brakes, and actually the fluid was I'd say more of a brownish black. And if you don't have good brake fluid in there, the viscosity of the oil will break down, and you won't get the full potential braking that you need to stop your boat. If you have a big truck, it's not as important. But if you're towing with a smaller vehicle, or down a lot of hills, or towing with a truck with a camper and your boat, it helps out tremendously. So just a good thing to do. Check your brakes and bleed the brakes. So let's bleed some brakes. All right, so you can pretty much see that is what's in my reservoir, which is not good. That's probably got some water contamination, still residual from old brake fluid, and actually I just did this. This was new probably 3 months ago, or overheating. So what I do is I suck that out, just put it into a container where you can dispose of it later. Just try to get most of the. So what I'm trying to do here is get most of this dirty fluid out of here. Yeah, in mine I've got a lot of rust in there. Which means whoever had this boat before didn't had water intrusion in their brake fluid, and because they probably never changed it out, and it got in there and rusted the reservoir. It's surface rust, but it's rust nonetheless, and it makes sure it gets mixed in, emulsifies with your brake fluid, and then turns it that brown color, and then doesn't work as well. All right, I got that about as clean as I can. As you can see, that thing was pretty dirty. That's all the stuff I got out of the bottom. If yours is dirty like this, you want to make sure that there's the suction hole, which is straight down. You want to make sure that you don't scrape into that, or if you do, you vac it out. And all I do is I got my bleeder hose like this. Put your hand over it, turn it on, and just suck it out like that. The paint has come off, so when they say this stuff will take paint off, it will. It takes it off right there, pour it in. That's what I did last time, but this time I got a syringe. Just don't use your mom's turkey baster, or just go buy you a old turkey baster, and I think this will be a lot easier. Okay, what you want to look for is the caliper that's furthest away from your reservoir, and pump that one first. And so on mine, it comes down the left side of the port side, comes down the channel, and then comes over, and then it connects. There's a T, and it connects, and then this is the driver's side of the boat is the farthest one down. And so what I have here is just a little bleeder bottle tube with the suction for the back of the bleeder screw, and you just put that on there, and with the wrench. Alright, so pretty much what I do is I open that up. It's kind of a pain. Sometimes you have to use the box end. Put the box end on first, and then add the your tube on there. Alright, and then I just open that up a little ways. It's easier with two people, but I'll show you how you can do it with one person, and I think it's pretty effective. I've been able to make it work. All right, so if you're doing this by yourself, once you got your bleeder valve on, or bleed valve open just a little bit, and you got your tube on there, don't worry about if you let air go in, because you're gonna pump all that out here in a minute. You got your reservoir full, and then right up on the bottom here, I'll show you. Right up on the bottom here is where your plunger, where you can push the plunger in to bleed, to push all the fluid down. So let's see if we can see. Right here, this is your brake, that's your release. So what you want to do is, all right, so once you got it in that hole, you just come forward with it, and then it's gonna stop, like right there. And then what you do is you look down. You can look down where your tube is, and you can see it coming out. Now that little switch with whether I said the plunger, the brake release, that's you got to push that in before it will go anymore. What's nice about these surge brakes is when you push that plunger all the way back, if you get it all the way in the back position, it will hold it there. And so when you're doing this by yourself, it'll actually hold it in a pressure, I guess you could say a pressure position. If you have two people, then they can open it up, you plunge it back, they close it. And so that's why when I go back there to open it up, I don't crank it all the way open. You just open it up just enough to allow it to come out, and then that bottle. The bottle has a tube, so if it does suck back feed into the brake line, it just sucks up old brake fluid. So let me go open that up. And actually, if you get it just right, you can sit here and just rock it, keep running with it. And don't get too crazy like I almost did there. Make sure you keep your reservoir full. If you don't, what'll end up happening is you put air in it all the way up here, and then it's gotta then that air bubble's gotta travel all the way down the line, all the way till it gets that in, and so you'll be here for quite a long time. And then just keep doing it until you see clear on the other end. All right, I got this one. It's pretty clear. It's coming out pretty clear. I'm still pumping it. Assuming that you don't have any, you didn't capture any air bubbles, sucked any air bubbles in here. What I like to do is when you're by yourself, I call it the final bleed for that side. And actually before, when I was bleeding it, I opened it up a lot more and really, tried to suck it down really quick, and it seemed to help out. But what I call on the final bleed is I keep closing that just a little bit more. I just keep pumping it. But what I try to do is try to go all the way to where it catches, and you have to keep releasing it. Now here especially, you want to make sure you keep your reservoir full, because if you were to get an air pocket now, then you gotta redo everything that you just did. So right now, and the more you close that one, the harder it's going to get it to go all the way to the very, very end position to where it catches. So I think that one there, fill this up. What I do is I like to put the plunger all the way back, close that valve just a little bit more. And you'll know if that valve's all the way closed because when you pump it, it won't suck any fluid down. It's a stick. There we got the stick. So then what I do is I go back there and close it. So pretty much same thing for this side. I only had to drain out 2 cups instead of 10 or 12 or 15. I don't know. I don't remember how many I did out of that side. All right, so I'm pretty much done bleeding. I've closed both valves, and it's good. Well, you can tell if it's good. Take your screwdriver. There. Finally got to stick. What I pretty much did right there is push the plunger. Both valves are closed. Push the plunger all the way forward or all the way back to simulate the brakes being applied. Looking at the reservoir, and also you want to make sure that you pump once those are closed. You want to pump it a few times. Make sure that reservoir is it's not continuing to suck it down. But then you just fill that reservoir back up. Now on the cap there is a little nipple right there, and you're supposed to only fill it, according to the manual, you're only supposed to fill it up to that nipple. So put a little bit more back in there. There it's hitting. And actually on the top of the plug it says do not overfill, fill to the bottom of the plug. So we're good right there. Now I'll probably come back and double check it after I'm done, but let's go see if the tires hold. Alright, so now I got the tire on. I mean, it's moving a little bit, but I don't think these are considered 100% brakes. They're not going to be standalone, holding themselves up. It's just a assist. So even though I can turn these a little bit, I mean that's considerable braking. So that's what I found last time. So I think we're good. I let them sit for about 10-15 minutes with that plunger in the all the way back position, and I mean they were tight. They were the same tightness throughout the whole time. That's how you know if your brakes are holding. If you did everything right, then they should hold. And then I released them. Now they spin freely. They're gonna catch a little bit just on the brakes, on the pads, but that's a smooth flowing tire. So that's about it. So thanks for watching my video, and hope this helps you out.